we allow foreign people to buy up property, buy up land, all in our country. And then if you hate America, an easy way to price out people from being able to have the American dream is to buy up all that land. So right now we have a really big issue right now in places like South Dakota and stuff like that, that Chinese foreign people are buying up farmland right next to U.S. military bases with like top secret information. And so we have a reporter right here asking John Kirby about it, and you would think you would have a good response, but here's his response.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, Chinese investors were the most active buyers of U.S. real estate last year among foreigners, often paying cash for farm.
I don't think we heard that loud enough. Chinese foreign investors were the largest buyers in our real estate market last year. And you're like, I'm never going to be able to afford a house. Well, we have this going on.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, Chinese investors were the most active buyers of U.S. real estate last year among foreigners, often paying cash for farms, homes above market rates, in many cases pushing American buyers out of the markets. At the same time, housing is becoming a crisis. There is an increasing number of homelessness in the United States. Black ownership of homes is below what it was in the 1970s. I'm wondering, given the fact that known adversary, in the case of China, foreign buyers are buying up U.S. real estate, in some cases farms around military installations, is this on the administration's radar? And what is being done, perhaps, to study this or to protect Americans from making sure that homes remain affordable and so on?
I think the question of home ownership is a little bit out of my swim lane, but
national security issue, particularly when it comes to.
Yeah, how did you not understand that correlation, John Kirby? What if we just pretend, instead of us saying Chinese foreign investors were the number one investors in real estate property, what if we just say Russia? Does that make you like lose your mind a little bit? Let's just pretend it's both. How about that? Give us some information, Mr. National Security guy.
Out of my swim lane, but
national security issue, particularly when it comes to around military installations.
What I will tell you is that the president has been nothing but clear about our concerns about Chinese unfair trade practices and economic practices.
Trade.
I understand that, ma'am, but
No, you don't understand that. You're gaslighting and changing the question around to make it seem like you know the answer. You don't want to answer the question. That's what is going on.
I understand that, ma'am, but
buying up land around military installations.
I'm probably not the right person to ask about home ownership here in the United States.
It's not a home ownership question. God, wow, that is beautiful. I love a good gaslighting like that. Latching on to one part of the question and then changing it to make her seem like the idiot in the instance, and as opposed to him. Because yes, it is a national security issue, you would think. Like the story is South Dakota, where you have Chinese foreign investors that are buying farmland that are around one of our top secret drone bases. And they're, I don't know, figuring out. And then we also have it happening in Texas as well. So not a national security issue. Don't worry, it's not Russia. It's okay, even though we really hate what China is doing.
Military installations.
I'm probably not the right person to ask about home ownership here in the United States.
This isn't about home ownership. This is about buying up land around military installations. Is that a concern to this administration?
Go ahead, April.
I sent this to your office last week. They've had a week to look at this, including the articles.
Okay, we can get back to you after.
She sent him a week ago to prep for this question, and he refuses to answer the question. If that doesn't make alarm bells go off in your head, I don't know what does. Because it seems like an obvious national security issue, and apparently they don't care. We don't care. What a freaking lying jerk. And people say that you need to trust this administration. That's such an obvious national security issue, and he's trying to make it about the housing market. What? Oh my God. This is like just another perfect example. Like, I don't get why people think some of these people in these administration positions are actually good human beings. Like, he is so willing to lie to your face and not answer the question. It's unbelievable. Like, that, nobody would do that to, like, I would never do that to another human being. You don't get that in any other jobs, to just constantly lie to people like this with no accountability. It's amazing the fact that she even prefaced, like at the end, said that, like, I sent this with articles and stuff for you to prep before you came here so you can answer the question. And he still refuses to do it, and then makes her to seem, and then mocks her in a sense of saying, like, oh, I don't know anything about housing. I'm not a real estate guy. I don't have my real estate license. What are you, freaking stupid? What the heck? Like, what the frick, dude? Dude, politics is crazy. Like, what the frick? People are just, like, so crazy that they become this alter ego that's not even themselves, and it's, like, insanity of, like, I'm not going to answer this question. You're the national security guy. You speak for the Pentagon. Talk. No thanks. I don't know real estate, so